Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a review and demo on the LA Colors I Heart Makeup Contour Palette, which looks like this. So this isn't anything that's new. It is new to me. I did get this about a month or so, I would say, because I started seeing it on a lot of people's favorites and monthly favorites and stuff like that. So I decided to give it a try. I got mine from Amazon and this was only $10 and it did include free shipping, which I thought was amazing. So with this palette you get a total of 2 bronzer shades, I would say, and then a contour, which is a lot cooler. And then there is a total of 3 different skin tone colors. So it would be this one here, and this one here. Then they did include a really nice banana shade to highlight and then a shimmery highlight. So you are getting a lot of products in here for $10. That's why I wanted to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this onto my skin. I'm going to show you guys how it looks on me. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what I think. Go ahead and get started. And I'm going to bronze up my face with this color here. And I'm using my e.l.f. mineral powder brush, which is only $3. And you can get this anywhere where e.l.f. is sold. So you can get it online or like at Target. So I just applied the bronzer and this is what it looks like on my skin tone. And as you guys can see, I sped through the part just so that I wouldn't be like sitting there applying bronzer for like 10 minutes. But I like to apply the bronzer in small amounts and then build up the shade until I receive the intensity that I like, because it is actually really pigmented, which believe me, I don't mind, because I've seen bronzers that look like they'll work for me and then they don't show up on my skin tone, but these do. So I really do like it. I don't know if I mentioned, but I do have the palette in the light to medium. So now I'm gonna go ahead and contour. So I am gonna use this shade here, and I do have to be a little careful because it can show up a little bit ashy if I apply too much. But for an everyday look, I would normally just bronze up my face with this shade, and I feel that it looks nice. Like it kind of contours and bronzes my skin tone at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the more grayer shade in the palette now, and I'm gonna use the same brush that I used just now. Oh, and by the way, I do have my foundation set, my concealer set. I did that off of camera so that I wouldn't waste too much time, since I do want to focus primarily on the palette itself. The same shade to contour my nose a little bit. This is what my face looks like now that I bronzed and contoured. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my blush and my highlight really quickly. Today I'm gonna be using the Sonia Kashuk blush in the number 09, which is Melon, and I'm gonna be highlighting with the Hard Candy So Big bronzer in Tiki. Done with the rest of my makeup, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about this. So like I mentioned in the intro, I did pick this up from Amazon. This was only $10. This is available in another shade, I believe. So there's a total of 2 shades. This is the light to medium, which I chose for my skin tone because I consider myself in between like light and medium, more so a medium skin tone, but definitely not deep. So the other shade is medium to deep. So I did check that palette out, like swatches and stuff online, and I really do like the colors that were chosen for that palette because it looks like it would definitely suit darker skin tones. It's not like those type of palettes that say that they're for darker skin tones and then the shades are all like suitable for like a medium skin tone, which kind of pisses me off sometimes because it's like, why are you naming the palette medium to deep if the shades are all like medium? But anyways, so yeah, I really do like how the other palette looks. I like the shades that were chosen for it, and I definitely do like this palette a lot. So I like that there's different shades included. They included a shimmery bronzer. This bronzer is a little bit too light for my skin tone, I think, or it's a little bit too frosty. It's definitely more on the dramatic side. This is what the swatch looks like. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit icy, but nonetheless it's still really beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all the shades in the palette just so that you guys can see what they look like. So I'm gonna start off with the top two shades over here. So as you guys can see, one of them is much warmer, which is totally appropriate for summer, which is right around the corner, and spring because it does get a lot hotter. And I think that warm bronzers look really nice on medium skin tones. So I really like the colors that they chose out for this palette. And then I'm gonna go ahead and swatch the next two shades, which are these over here, which are pretty skin tone looking. So I think it's even possible to set your face with this palette, bronze your face with this palette, contour your face, and then highlight it. So I really like the colors that were chosen. So as you guys can see, they're very, very pigmented. So those are those two shades there. Now I'm going to move on to the banana shade and the much cooler contour shade in the palette. So that's that right there. And now I'm gonna move on to the darker skin tone color in the palette, I would say, but I think it's still a really good shade that they chose for this palette because I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be able to use this shade in particular to set their face. So that's that right there. So as you guys can see, they're all very pigmented. The bronzers are definitely more on the warm side, but I really don't mind that because they did include a nice cool tone contour shade for those people who are a lot fairer or really like to have those really cut cheekbones. So I do really like the palette. I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below. I just checked right now and it's not sold out yet, which like just shocked me, you guys, because I think that this is a really good palette to have in your collection, especially if you are like those type of people. And then I include myself when I say this because I like to have one palette that has everything that I need. I hate having to grab one item and then looking for another item. I like it when everything that I need is inside of one palette, if you guys get what I'm saying. So I think that this is a steal. This is a great buy. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say. If you're on the fence about this, or you're not sure whether you should get it, or you're looking for a new palette to add just to your collection just because, like me, I would definitely recommend this to you. So yeah, this is definitely Thali approved and I do like it. So yeah, check it out, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and link it down below. But yeah, that wraps up this video. I hope that you guys like it. If you do, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see everybody in my next video. Bye.